Welcome to the Standard. Oh man, so much has happened. I had recorded a couple of standards down by the palm trees. With the little trop of Florida weather. I was gonna put those out, and I recorded those right before I left Florida, and that was on March 9th. It was on Monday, March 9th, on Biggie Day, and we scrapped those. We scrapped those. We scrapped those standards because while they were getting, I think it was no, it was the 9th or the 10th. Flew back on the 10th though, and the next day the NBA suspended the season, and when that happened and everything just after that everything was like whoa, you know. At that point I knew shit was real. I knew ish was real. Um, I knew things were going me my from my story. I knew January. Um, I started really like wearing masks in every nursing and hospital facilities. It's not everyone, but like there was things I was seeing, and I don't know if it was a little bit of a paranoia or a little bit of a little bit of a hypochondria, where you see the ambulance is out here. The ambulance is here. You hear sirens all day in New York City now. And you can hear that here during this. And that's gonna, why edit? Why fight it? Crack the window open, listen to New York City, the epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic. And that's what we're being called. That's what we are. The numbers tell you. The United States, look at it as it updates. This is crazy. This is crazy. Well, anyway, March uh 11th, I was in the town, and I was trying to figure out if I was gonna go about going back to work, because and even people who don't know, I'm a healthcare provider. I'm EMS. We ride an ambulance, baby. You know, and I was thinking about my safety and my family, and what I was gonna do, and just like everyone else, responsibilities. How serious is this? Boom, 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 boom. And I had to take couple of days to figure it out. I'm in New York. I'm like, yo, like, if you're gonna be here, you're gonna go. You're gonna go work. And I did my homework. I listened to the experts, and I'd use my own knowledge of the game, of the way illnesses are contracted, different diseases, bacteria and viruses, the differences between the two. Obviously, viruses, they're machines, and they go in, they do what they do. And we're learning, and those who don't know, we're learning every day now. We don't got nothing else to do. If everybody's stuck, they locked down. So anyway, but I go back to work ultimately. Eventually, I go back to work, and what I saw was something else. Knowing that I was walking into a whole Forrest Gump box of chocolates, not knowing what the heck I was gonna get. I knew that. We are worried about the first day. We're worried about the virus. Everything is, you know, be careful cross contamination, PPE, everything, BSI, blah 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 boom. You already got that stuff, but it's another level. Gowns, we don't usually wear gowns. Hospital gowns. We usually don't wear that. We usually don't wear masks unless it's a precaution. They'll tell you precaution. You go into people's hospital rooms, and it's a precautionary. And then they'll have the list and the sign outside the door what is going on with the person, what are the proper precautions to take before entering the room. But now we're talking about wearing the mask while we're riding around the town. Now we don't even know what's in the air. Just yesterday or 2 days ago, they're saying that corona could linger in the air, and if someone sneezes, it's more than 6 feet, and you're like, wow. Every day they got some new, or they're contradicting the old, because before they were saying the mask don't help, or no, and now they're saying if everyone in America, of course the mask help. It's covering your freaking orifices. It's covering the holes in your face. You know, Everyone has an opinion, even the people who aren't qualified. We're not going to get into that right now. We're not going to do that. We have so much to talk about, And that's why we're going to do this with these COVID Chronicles, because we don't have nothing to do but wonder what's next. People worried about their bills, their rent, just mortgages, you know, the little couple peanuts they're sending you. You don't, you got to figure out how you're gonna get it. They want you to log in and hook up their direct deposit with them, so they can get your direct deposit to IRS. Like, damn. But so now, when I go back to work, though, I finally go back, and I start transporting COVID patients, as all of my colleagues do. And it's not like it's no whistleblower, because this is rule, this is regulation, this is regulated, this is cool. Because obviously, I take this old lady. Before that, it was these two Fridays, these two like contrasting Fridays, and I'm gonna show you how. The first Friday was the first Friday I got back. I want to say 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. Was it the 13th? Friday was the 13th on this year? Yeah, it was the 13th this year. So it's Friday the 13th. And we take this old man. He's a little sickly. And, he's got tumors and shit. And he's in a lot of pain. And we take him to a facility. A hospice. For those who don't know, hospice is a place where you get sent to die. And you get sent there to die comfortably. Comfortably. You get there, sent there to die comfortably. And, they give you your morphine treatments. You know what that is. If you guys know morphine treatments, you know what that is. That's pretty much the keys you get given to go to the highway, the last highway, And they didn't want to take him because he was wiggling around the stretcher, and one of the thermometers said that he had a 99.3 temperature, and that's not ridiculously high. You could be like that right now. It's not really a fever because 98.6 is the average, so 99.2. But they were tripping. Oh, he's hot. He's coughing. He wasn't coughing, so they turned it from the wiggling and the pain he had, and not being restless on the gurney, to they turned that into he has a fever. And they turned the fever into him. He's coughing. The man never coughed once. I had the man for an hour. He never coughed one time. But they just didn't want this man. He was an Asian man too. They didn't want him. And I was like, look at this paranoia. And I'm like, damn. Ultimately, they took him. And as soon as I put him in the bed, he goes to sleep like a baby. And it was just the whole comfort thing. The gurney's uncomfortable to man. But they were thinking COVID. You could see it. When he came in the building, we were in the lobby waiting with him before he could screen, and everyone was looking at him like he was. And I was like, damn, this shit is crazy. This is just crazy, So, and then I'm going to talk about the contrasting stories. A week later, I go to pick this lady up, and you can check this pic out right here, right? I go to pick up this lady, and she. See this pic right here? Before when I got dressed up and all in the equipment and all the PPE to go pick up this patient, before I did that, I didn't know what was going on with this lady. It's just as soon as you go upstairs, it's like the energy up there is like it's like military. It's like it reminds me of the military. It's militaristic, like it's a lot of urgency upstairs. It's like a football huddle. It's like, it's a battlefield up there. So it was crazy. Right through those doors, boom, as soon as you get in there, you can feel the energy. Nobody's going to talk to you standing on their 2 feet. Everyone's on the fly talking to you. All right, nurse, da, 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 da. Yeah, they in there. Da, 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 da. Did you check the temperature? Everything's on the move. We walking and we talking. No one's sitting there. No one's staying still. It's moving and shaking. And before I put all of that stuff on, I didn't know what was going on with the patient. So I look at the patient's record. She's COVID-19 positive. I show my partner, like, yo, bro. This is like the third one we had took, or fourth one. I'm not sure. So, but we were getting used to it. We weren't scared. Very aware. I wouldn't do it if I was scared. I'm not saying I can't get scared. Everyone gets scared. But if I was scared, I wouldn't do it. But you have to have a certain level of alertness at all times. Everything, and it's a little nerve-wracking because you're locked in. And then, usually we see so much stuff in this occupation. You see people die all the time. And, over the years, you learn, how it goes. And the cliche, we don't take it home with us. We don't. But this shit, you can't stop. You can't stop thinking about this COVID ish. You know, this is crazy, and we're not the only ones. Just because I ride the ambulance, or she's a nurse, or she's a CNA in the spot, or he's a doctor. You know, just civilians. You guys can't. None of us can stop thinking about it. They call us the epicenter, and you know, it's true. We pretty much are. Like I said, look at the numbers, man. Look at the numbers. Look at the updating. Look at the deaths updating, yo. Look, just now. So we take this lady, right? After I look at her records, positive. I go in her room, and this sweet little old Russian lady, 88 years old, speaks no English. She's very cooperative, and she's ready to get discharged, and she's the COVID patient. And like I said, once again, I reiterate this. We are discharging her. We are taking her from the hospital. We're taking her to a nursing home. You know, and the nursing home knows everything. Okay? There's no sneakiness. This is, everyone knows what's up. Communications are getting better, are really solid. More than ever. Because usually the communications in this business are crazy. But everyone's been working pretty good together. I take this lady's vitals because I can't bring a hot patient to the new place. They won't accept her, and then it'll be on me because I moved her. So I have to make sure she's good. I check her temperature, you know. I check her blood pressure. I check her the rest of her vitals, her heart rate, all of that stuff, guys. It's impeccable. 119/71 blood pressure, 81 heart rate, 98.5 temp. She's smiling, all that. I put, she put the mask on her face. Here, listen, Granny, come in. Nah, put the mask on that ass. You know? And we transport her. We move her. Yeah, my partner wasn't playing, man. This guy, the facility we were taking her to, where it was about a mile away, he gets there in about 4 minutes, 3 minutes. That man is there. He didn't want her in there. You know, you say, you guys are very, yeah, bro. We got the exhaust on. Everything's on, bro. Everything is, all that we got. We're protected as protected as we're gonna be. So boom, 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 boom. We take her over there, and when I get there, it was a gentleman from another ambulance company, and he's like, "Hey man, what's up, bro?" He comes up to me. I'm like, "What's up?" And he sees us jump out the ambulance with our shit on, and he knows what time it is. He's like, "Is she?" He just like looks at me like asking me, without asking me, and I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm like, yo, man. He's like, I just took someone like that in there too. So, and I'm like, yeah, that's what they're doing, bro. They are taking non-symptom having positive of COVIDians. The COVIDians. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. But they're taking non-symptomatic patients and they're getting discharged. And she wasn't in the hospital for COVID. She was in the hospital because she had a fall. Old people fall, That's what old ladies and old men do. They fall. So when after she falls and she goes through all her tests and everything, her head and everything, make sure she's good. And before they send her back, they have the information that one of the patients in the facility that she fell in was positive, and they had a couple of positives over there. So they decided to use one of the few exams on her, and boom, she tested it. She came up positive. So that's why they knew, because of the fall. So they didn't discharge her, and then she showed no symptoms. They sent her ass back. They got a non-symptomatic floor there. Yep. What else they gonna do with them? People saying, like I said, that the hospitals are empty. The hospitals ain't empty. The lobby empty. The gift shop empty. That's because it's quarantined. People are upstairs in places that most people can't go to see. The ER is partitioned off, section, with hazmat-like partitioning. It's crazy. People are dying. Those refrigerators are real. Those tents, those are real. The Comfort is here. The Comfort is not taking no COVID patients. The USNS Comfort, The USNS Comfort, man, that thing been around. When I was in the Navy doing tours, the Comfort was out there. And this is, I was in the Navy a little while ago. You can tell by the old man stuff. But the Comfort, they're in the port, but they're only taking if broken legs, hospital stuff, pregnancies, because Once you're in the hospital, your chances of contracting the virus skyrocket. You know, it's all over the place. They're releasing prisoners into a place where with a bad economy now. So, this is gonna be real interesting, because there's people not working. And we're gonna see how long that and landlords still are asking for their rent. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered. Individually, we might have a game plan, but collectively, in general, the whole community, everybody in together, we don't have no game plan. We don't know what the hell's going on. Nothing's guaranteed. I got a plan. You got a plan. Yeah, if shit get, if it get real, I'm gonna do it. We got a plan, right? God forbid, we losing people. I lost a friend this week. A couple days ago. He had pre-existing conditions. I don't know if that was, but I know he was sick for a long time. And then all of a sudden, this is the week we lose him. He was sick, for a minute. Now we lose him this year. This week. Anyway, JM, rest in peace, my brother. Love you, bro. You and Bots. You and Bobby Bots. So, yeah, man. So, it's like, we don't know. We don't know. I come around the block, people asking me a lot of questions, I guess I have a little bit, couple of qualifications, I can see more stuff than most, even with that, with those experiences, still don't know. The doctors don't know. They're changing the way this thing is a killer. It's a psycho killer, and it picks and chooses who it wants to kill. You got these guys. They close the schools down. It's in the nursing homes. You got to know where you're gonna put the residents. That's where they're at. Their nursing homes are telling people, if you can come get your people, come get them. But people are scared to come get their parents and their grandparents. They're in the jails. There's guys in the jails. They're scared to death. They feel like they're being buried alive in prison. It's crazy, man. We have to decide who is more important than others. Now we're putting value on this person over this person and this person over this person because there's only a certain amount of ventilators, right? There's only a certain amount of masks, right? But, you can cover your face with anything outside. But, staying vigilant and aware. The mental health, man, that's the most important thing. We gotta stay strong here. Because if you're not composed up here, shit's gonna get screwed up. Nothing else is gonna work. This gotta be straight. Panicking, it's not gonna help. You gotta be composed and make good decisions, and we're gonna be alright. It's crazy, man. Like Aqua, his gloves, man, there's this pandemic, it's teaching us a lot about people and who's the real. Now I'm not gonna say the real, but like as far as you and your personal friends and family, it shows you a lot about personalities, and we all gotta do our own thing. We all have our families to take care of. It shows you it shows you a lot about just like the guys in, like, look, for example, the Ock in the corner store. Tell me this is not foul. Like, he's got the gloves on his hand. I'm watching him, he's making transactions with the gloves. Glove, money, glove, debit, glove, beer, glove, chips, glove, everything touches his gloves. And he gives it to someone else. And when I say to him, listen, bro, just point the debit card and point to me the slot on the machine so I can put my debit card in. I don't want him to touch my debit card. This guy's going to be like, oh, you're worried about virus. You worried about virus. I'm not worried about virus. When God come for me, he's going to come on. I said, word, when God come for you, he's going to come. So why are you wearing them gloves, bro? Because the only person that's being protected with you wearing them gloves is you. Because all of these people, you're just cross-contaminating. Like, bro, can you show me the slot in the machine so I can put my card in there? Do that for me. Oh, he does. He ultimately complies with me, man. Why you gotta be giving me a hard time, bro? We gotta be good to each other, man. We gotta be good to each other, man. This is real ill. I've heard a lot of things from a lot of people in the last week or two. You know, I've got professional friends from these nurse facilities, from these places with the refrigerators in them, from these places with the body bags getting piled up, and it's real. You know, most of the people are pre existing conditions and see sick people, yeah, but you know, other people. You know what happens is in a lot like in like when they say AIDS never killed anybody, right? It's what AIDS would do was it would weaken your immune system and give opportunity for other illnesses and afflictions to come and take you out. You know, AIDS related pneumonia, AIDS related kidney failure, AIDS related this, AIDS related that. AIDS would give an opening for viruses that you would normally be able to fight, where you would be defenseless first them. And that's what COVID does. COVID doesn't kill you. COVID is gonna create a situation where pneumonia can attack you, you know, and then your body's gonna do whatever it has to do. And next thing you know, your lungs filled up with fluid and you drown in your shit. That's pretty much you drown in your lungs. That's pretty much you drown yourself inside your body. That's what this most of the time is doing. But it's crazy because Scarface said, Brad from Houston, Scarface the rapper, he said that Brad Jordan, he said that his kidneys failed. I'm like, wow, man. What the? So like, you know, every day some people get seizures, you know, but you know, it's a shame because the people are dying and you know their family can't even be with them. They just hear that they die, you know, they take their body and they whisk it away because of the fear of spreading. Well, you know, like I said, man, this is nuts, and there's so much more to talk about it. There's so many more angles. We're gonna talk more about the mental ramifications of this quarantine and on this lockdown. We're gonna talk about the future, what we're facing. We're gonna talk about change because we are in a individually we're changing, collectively we're changing. Some of us are going to change for the better. For some of us, it's going to make us nuts. But I guarantee you, we're never going to be the same again. You know? But I want that to be for the best. That's what you know? When I say things are never going to be the same again, it's usually, you know, you could take that in a good way or a bad way. But, you know, as we sit in the epicenter. Guys, you know, my friends nationwide, this thing is going to come see you eventually. This thing will find a new maker for this black cloud to follow. You know, there will be a new ninja. So, you know, New Orleans is a lot. It's funny with the numbers, you know, because New York City has the most people, so we're going to have the most cases. I want to see more percentages and ratios, you know, and as per capita, you know, per capita numbers, you know what I mean? Like they do with crime stats. I want to see the more in-depth corona stats instead of just these big numbers that they crank up. 200,000 out of what? You know? 200,000 is recovered, 1 million total cases. How many people we have here? We have 400 million people in the country, or 300 million, something like that, right? Or this is 1 million in the world. So, out of what, 7 billion? You know? So it doesn't make it sound as strong when you say 1 million out of 8 billion. 1 million out of 8 billion have it. It doesn't sound as tough. So when they do the ratio, I noticed that the numbers, I mean, they want us to be scared. Because if we wasn't scared, we would be coming outside more. We'd be, we're coming outside anyway. So, guys, let's do this, baby. You know, I want to know, like, if we go live, yo, you guys gonna join the live, yo, you know, the IG live or the not the FB, you're not gonna do that, IG or YouTube live. But anyway, shout out to my boy Maddie, you know, he's doing his thing, quarantined. Everybody, man, Florida, everybody. Guys, stay safe. I'm gonna see you real soon. I promise. Standard.